life.
Oh god, that was so bad.
Exactly.
My game's fucked up already. Oh, there we go.
You
Alright.
got a virus because you're gay.
No, it's every time I record, it like sometimes when the box pops up, it'll do that. Pick best
Ah,
video. Oh my
ah,
god, it happened again.
ah.
There we go. Alright. So, what are we starting with?
I don't even remember what we had set up. I remember we renamed a bunch of people.
I can't even look at the storylines, it gets messed up. I don't know why it does this, though. That's what really pisses me off. Alright, so I know one of our major one was the Boulder versus Steve Autism.
Yeah.
And that one's for the heavyweight title.
Yeah.
So should we start off with that?
Yes.
Alright. Whoops. Alright, so add angle. Okay, dude, like, this is seriously getting annoying. Like, none of it's actually working. So, we're just gonna use the freestyle angle. And it's gonna be
Man.
Steve Autism versus...
I have so many ideas coming to my head.
Yeah, we can explain it when we actually go through the, card.
Alright.
So what's the idea for the start of this feud?
Oh. Well, I was thinking, Steve Autism is, walking around backstage, and he tries to walk into the Boulders room, right?
Yeah.
And as he's walking in, he finds out that rather than having actual security, the Boulder put in his own security mechanism where whenever someone other than him opens his door, an actual boulder drops on their head. And that's why he's Steve Autism, because they gave him autism.
Right.
And so he chases the title because, they get into a feud, and I think The Rock's chasing the title at this point. I don't remember.
Yeah, because Steve Autism has the title.
Okay. Well, they get into a feud because he's just like,
You hit me with the fucking boulder, you jackass.
you gave me autism.
Oh no.
This is already bad.
Okay, so we're gonna have Steve Autism. This is gonna last like how many minutes? Around 10?
Yeah.
And it's gonna
A
be
good
rated
5 of it is
on
him unconscious.
Entertainment. And that's gonna be a minor defeat on his part because he got hit in the head with a boulder. He's gonna be on screen.
the size of Patrick's house.
And then the other guy is at the boulder. What is this? Oops. Alright, that's a success for the boulder. So, save. There we go, alright. So I named the segment Steve Autism walks into Boulder's locker room, gets hit with Boulder. And then we can
It was actual boulder.
And then we can explain it when we actually go through the show. Or if we actually include this part.
We could release this more as a behind-the-scenes thing.
So, like, episode 1.5, behind the booking.
Yeah, if we need, extra content at some point. Since I can't record very often.
Alright. I'll see what I can do, though. Actually, I might be able to record tomorrow, in the middle of the day, but you always seem to be jerking off, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so after
That's all
the
I do,
boulder...
actually.
After the boulder incident, what happens next? A match?
Something... We need... No, alright. Yeah, a match with... It needs to be a squash match.
Oh, dude.
With,
also, we can hire
Humongous.
local... Dude, we can, hire local people to come in a job.
Okay, we need one of them for
Alright.
Humongous.
Should we have Brian Knobs?
Yes.
One idea. Oh,
Can
dude,
we
he
have...
wants $1,290.
I want to sign him so we can put him on a tag team with Humongous. So we can have the team Humongous Knobs.
Oh my god. You are a genius. After this, we're gonna sign him into a contract. Jesus Christ, dude, you are a genius.
New tag chips.
He wants $1,220 though for a squash match.
That's fine.
Yes. Alright, so the first match of the night, I can't even book it because this is acting all retarded. It'll be...
Humongous versus Knobs.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to stop this initial recording and then start a new one with something else, but we're not gonna do anything.
I'm
Alright.
gay.
Oh no. Alright. I'm gonna have to do the window monitor thing. So, after that, so now we're gonna go with squash match. The
Yee.
the precursor to humongous knobs. Oh wait, no, I have to. God damn it! I have to give Brian Knobs a push. Brian Knobs. What is Hugh? Is Hugh a face or a heel? He's a heel.
Hugh.
So Brian Knobs turn heel. His gimmick will be a slobbing on them knobs.
He's the knob slob.
He's gonna be an occasional wrestler, aka wrestle every Raw with humongous knobs. Save. Alright. Add match 1v1. Humongous and Brian Knobs. Alright, so this is gonna be like a complete squash, like a 1-minute match.
Yeah.
Alright. Non-title.
We need to rename his finisher.
The knob
if that's
slop.
possible.
Yeah, we can after we get out of this. What are we
Yeah,
naming it?
Alright, I want Knobs to have the knob slob.
Wait, and Humongous is going over, right?
Yeah. And
Alright.
Humongous should just like what's a good
For
What is his
Humongous?
actual finisher?
Didn't he do some kind of splash?
Sure.
I don't know.
Well, he's not anymore.
What are we gonna rename it? What are we gonna like make him do?
I don't know, we need to think of something that would go along with being humongous.
Humongous knobs. Huge. The humongous splash. So funny.
Whatever. It'll work.
We'll figure it out later. So Humongous goes over.
Let's just name it Hugh.
Hugh. And then, alright, so now in like 2016, you can set like the match aims. So it's like a regular match, work the crowd, calm the crowd, lift the crowd, a wild brawl, high spots, technical masterclass, comedy, storytelling, mayhem, car crash, steal the show, spectacle, epic, once in a lifetime. So being that this is supposed to be like a total squash match, it'll probably be a mayhem, like he uses like 1,000 different weapons or some shit.
Nah, he's just gonna powerbomb him 37 times.
Alright, wild brawl it is. And it will be it'll be a domination on the part of Humongous.
Yeah, and he'll debut his new finisher, the
Knob Crusher.
Humongous Bomb.
Hugh Bomb.
The Hugh Bomb. The Mungo Bomb.
Here comes Mungo.
The announcers can say that every time it's
Mongo Driver.
I'm liking the Mungo Bomb.
Mungo Bomb. Alright. Decisive win, pinfall
He's gonna,
finish.
on the last one, he'll like do some weird like taunt before it, and then he'll just like hit that sit out power bomb, that sit out Mungo Bomb.
Alright,
It's
so
gonna be like
first match
a sit out last ride.
So it's Alright. I don't know what it's called. It'd be like a Razor's sit out Razor's Edge, pretty much.
basically.
Well, no, the Razor's Edge
Well,
has him
no,
behind him.
because yeah, and plus it's like he lifts him up by the arms. Undertaker lifts him up by the butt.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, the Mungo bomb.
Mongol bomb.
Whatever. We could just say it's a sit out power bomb.
Any variation. It should be like a
Yeah,
a
he
spinning.
just does whatever.
No, dude, it's gotta be like a 360 sit out power bomb.
A 420.
420 blaze it bomb.
We gotta
Alright,
give RVD something related to weed.
so after the match, what happens?
So after the match, we're gonna have a humongous promo
Ooh, alright.
as Knobs is lying on the ground. He's gonna be like, "Give me a fucking mic," and he's gonna take the mic and he's just gonna be like, as Knobs is like dead from the 30,000 power bombs
Yeah.
and the
Mungo
and
bombs?
the Mungo bomb. No, only one of them is Mungo bomb, dude.
Yeah.
Cause he's gonna yell Mungo as he does it. Here comes the Mungo.
Oh no.
And then he's gonna pick up the mic, and then he's just gonna be like talking about, oh, that kid has guts and stuff like that, and he's gonna basically just like, how would you feel about tag teaming with Humongous? Then he puts the mic down to like the unconscious body of Knobs, and he just like like coughs up blood into it.
Coughs blood onto the mic. And he's like, I'll take that as a yes.
And then Humongous is just like, yay, friendship.
And then, like, whenever they have a match, he, like, carts him down in a wheelchair and sets him next to, like, the steps. And he, like, tries to go for hot tags during the match, but then he realizes that he's in a wheelchair outside the ring.
No, I think we'll just have him be an actual wrestler. Not wrestler.
Okay. So, humongous promo. I'm gonna name it, like, team formation. Boop. And how long is this gonna last? About 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Alright. Humongous. Humongous will be rated on maybe Menace, since that's like the highest skill he has. Now we'll rate it on selling. It's gonna be it's gonna be cheap on rating, but whatever. And then Brian Knobs. What is he best at?
Selling.
Probably Menace. Yeah. Alright, that happened. So next, we're gonna have another angle or another match.
Match.
Alright. What's gonna be 1v1, 2v2, 3v3?
We gotta have a tag match.
Ooh, okay, okay. Is there any special stips, or is it just gonna be a plain old 2-on-2?
2-on-2.
Alright, alright, alright. What's the teams? Here, I can list the actual tag teams if that's what you need. Brothers of Destruction, Deadly Boys, Edge and Christian, Hardy Boys, Kai and Tai, Sean O'Hare and Chuck Palumbo, APA, The Hollies, Two-Man Power Trip, and X Factor.
We are going to give Kai and Tai a push.
Thank God. I was hoping you'd say that. Should we give them the push over the X Factor, since they're scrubs anyway?
No, let's give them a win that means something.
So, Edge and Christian?
Yeah.
No shit.
Wait, who's the champion?
The champs are a two-man power trip, Austin and Triple H. Should we give them like an upset win over the tag team champions?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, because that'll get the tag belts off of them since like each of them holds like the Intercontinental and like the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah, let's be like we need an angle before this.
All right, so let's set up the match first since we're already
Yeah, it'll
here.
be a title match, and Kai and I will win,
All right.
and then we will give them the best gimmick.
Chappy yo pee pee. How long is this match running?
A solid 30 seconds.
So it's just a squash of Steve Autism. Because this is like after he gets hit by a boulder, so he just like falls over in the ring with like blood still running down his bald head, and then he just gets pinned by like Funaki.
No, we'll do like make it a solid 10 minutes.
Oh, all right.
Some solid in-ring action.
And it's a tag team title match. All right, so who's gonna get the win, Funaki or Taka Michinoku?
Michinoku.
Ooh, all right, he's gonna get the Michinoku JV. All right, who's gonna take the pin, Autism or Quad H?
Awesome.
Autism, all right.
Or we could, well, either way, because like either way I want them to be hit exactly in their weakness, because Quad H's weakness is obviously his quads.
Yeah, he tore it in that match against Jericho.
But Steve Autism, you just gotta like flick him in the forehead.
Yeah,
He
he's
has
got that
autism.
soft spot now, like a baby.
Except it's all over his head.
Yeah, we'll go with Autism. We gotta make Quad H look strong. Alright, so the match aim. We'll have this one be not a wild brawl. It'll be storytelling. We'll make sure that like they tell a story, like that Autism has autism and that he has the really big like dent in his forehead, like the entirety of his head.
It's just flat now.
Open match. They should be able to
His
call
head
it.
his head is just flat now.
Yeah. Oh, psychology. That's good. Alright, so, looks good. Autism is furious at the booking of this match and has complained loudly that he wants it changed. Continue anyway? Yes. Triple H did not make it. Triple H, well, I guess he's not taking the pin, but he's fine with this. He's not gonna get the
I'm
shovel
fine
out.
with those Asian fucks.
They're big in Japan.
Let's get them fucking weeaboo marks over here.
Alright, so after the... Oh wait, we're
That
gonna
is
get
the
that angle
worst
before the
combination
match.
possible.
What was the angle gonna be before the match?
They were just like, we're the best tag team, we'll accept any challenge, blah blah blah.
So it's a
And
generic, or should it be like an
Yeah.
open challenge by Autism and Quad H?
Yeah, except it's Autism making it, he doesn't really know he's doing it, and Quad is just like trying to stop him, but he tears his quads. One of his 37.
So it's gonna be an open challenge by the champs?
Yeah. And then Kai's gonna come out with like fucking like they're gonna come out to some new entrance music.
It's gonna be
Um,
like Shinsuke Nakamura's. Except
Yes.
way ahead of his time.
Yes.
Alright. And how long is this running?
They're gonna come out. Huh?
How long is this going? Like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Alright.
They're gonna come out and they just be like, "Oh, we accept your challenge."
Very good.
And then they like have the samurai sword and everything. They're just like, "We chop your pee and take your belt."
Perfect. I like it a lot.
Book it, damn it.
Alright. Steve Autism. Rated on overness. No, wait, it's not Triple H anymore. It's Quad H. Rated on overness. Actually, wait, hold on.
What H by belt?
Alright. Save. And that's going to be before the match, so all that happens, they have the match, they lose the belts, then what happens?
And then you just get, and then they, just like slick run out of the arena.
Alright. Add
Like,
angle.
everyone involved with Kai and Tai is just gone.
So they just
They all pile into
ninja book
one
it out of there.
small Fiat.
Well, there's only two of them.
Well, like, their posse as well.
I don't think they have a posse at this point.
They need it.
So, hold on. Kai and Tai book it. That'll last a minute.
Book it.
Shofunaki rated on selling.
He's really selling that car.
He is. He's selling running. He's like, he acts like he's dead tired, but he's not because he's a wrestler.
But he's not because he's Japanese.
Taka Michinoku also rated on selling. Just so that way they get a little bit of a better grading. Like if it was rated on like overness, it'd just be pure ass. It'd be AIDS on screen. Alright.
I am AIDS on screen.
So after that, what happens? Are we gonna like do something else with the storylines that we have, or?
I want a Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle.
Alright, what's happening in this angle?
And he's gonna be backstage doing squats or something.
Alright.
And who's a champion that we wanted him to fight?
Matt Hardy, Fat Hardy.
Yeah, we're gonna have Fat Hardy come backstage, eating a large bag of Cheetos. Flaming hot Cheetos. The worst kind of Cheetos.
Yeah, I know. AIDS.
Dude, hold up.
Gonorrhea.
Have you seen
Mac and
fucking
Cheetos.
Mac and Cheetos?
Yeah.
I need them in my life.
They look disgusting. I hate Cheetos.
They look amazing.
I hate all Cheetos.
Anyway. Fat Hardy comes backstage and he just kind of sits and watches Angle work out. I mean, Angle's like, yo, faggot, can I have a fucking Cheeto? And Fat's just like, no.
I'll give you a title match, though.
He's just like, no, I don't like you. These Cheetos like me. So they're mine. And then he just walks away, and Kurt Angle looks extremely miffed, and his bald head is completely red. And he's like mumbling something about wanting a fucking Cheeto. And yes, this feud is going to be about the title and Cheetos.
Alright. Are we gonna like rename this
Rather.
the Cheeto title, the Cheeto Championship?
No. Yes.
How long is this angle running?
5 minutes.
5 minutos.
Because I want a good banter between them about Cheetos.
Kurt Angle wants to be unscripted. We'll let him be. Alright.
Yeah, he'll be like...
We need 66. We need 60% of matches on the show, and we're at 38%. So we need a match.
Okay. Well, the next match will be Kurt Angle versus a bag of Cheetos.
Kevin Owens versus a hat.
With Chuck Taylor. And
Alright, but what's the next match? Is it gonna be like storyline related? Are we gonna have Raven versus Quad H or no? Well, no, because he's already in a match.
no, we're gonna have
Wait a
Fat
second.
Hardy come out.
Hold on. Is Rhino the hardcore champion? Dude, I have an idea. Like, never mind. I don't know what I was gonna say. Now, what were you saying? Fat Hardy comes out.
Fat Hardy comes out and he's just like, he's just, he just finished eating a bag of Cheetos.
He's still got really red hands from the dust.
Yes, and he's gonna fight like that. He's gonna lose to a jobber that we need to decide on.
Alright, let's look at our lower card guys.
I'm definitely thinking.
Gregory Helms. We got, for everything below lower mid card, we have Billy Kidman, Chavo Guerrero, Gregory Helms, Jerry Lynn, Mark Jindrak, Sean Stasiak, Sho Funaki, and Taka Michinoku.
I'm thinking we need you boy.
I say Jerry Lynn because he's actually a good worker.
What the who? I had a name in mind and I forgot. Yeah, fine. That works.
Jerry Lynn deserves a push.
All right.
He gets a dub over the champ. How long's this running?
Like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Is it going to be like a distraction by Kurt Angle's the reason, or is it going to be like a clean finish?
It's gotta be like a clean finish. Like Fat's moving pretty slowly, so like, and then like he gets distracted by Kurt Angle, but not the way you think. He's like, you don't see him really, but you kind of like hear the faint cockiness in the distance.
You hear the Olympic gold medal.
You hear it jingle, and then you hear.
No. Oh no! What happens is,
then you see
a fan. You can hear like behind the announce at the table, like a fan. He's opening a bag of Cheetos.
No, I was gonna say something like that. Like he throws Cheetos out from the audience, they're like on the floor, and Fat goes over to him, and then
he loses by count out.
No, he doesn't lose by count out. He loses because like he gets caught before he can get out, and then whatever finisher that dude does
Jerry Lynn.
Yeah, Jerry Lynn.
I honestly don't even know what he does.
The flippy shit move.
Yeah, it's kind of terrible that we don't know. But all right, so it's gonna be a storytelling based match. You can explain all that once we actually get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt Hardy's extremely unhappy, but we're gonna continue anyway. Alright, we need to book 69 more minutes.
Another match. I just want this to be just like a really good match. No storyline or anything. I just want it to be like a good worker match.
Alright, so...
I want a triple threat.
Oh, you want a triple threat, alright.
For the hardcore title.
Ooh, okay. Do you want it to be a hardcore match, or...?
Yes.
Alright.
I want it to be between Rhino.
Well, hold on, let me get that.
Eddie Guerrero.
Hold on. Rhino. Eddie. And who else? Chris Jericho.
Sure.
And then are we going to put the title on Jericho, or...?
We're going to put the title on either Eddie or Chris.
Eddie's not in the storyline, so we could have Chris win it. Or no, we could have Eddie win it and then have him, like, put him into the storyline. And then... I don't know.
Yeah, let's have Chris win it.
I'm trying to think of a way to actually put in Eddie, because he's not in a feud. Like, maybe he could cost Chris Jericho the win. And he's like, I thought we were friends, because, WCW and all that. And then that's to get them fighting, but then Rhino is the champion, so then they're both trying to get at him while trying to, like, not let the other get the title.
I like it.
Alright, so putting the title... Wait, are we putting the title on Chris, or are you going to keep it on Rhino?
Yes, we're going to put it on Chris.
Alright. How long is this running?
A solid 15 minutes.
15, alright. And it's going to be a hardcore title match. what we could do also, since it's the hardcore title, is like have Eddie like steal the title off of him. Like maybe in the match, have it to where like Chris Jericho and Eddie have like a sort of a pact, to where they're such good friends that Eddie will like try to like not win the title, but keep Rhino from winning, like retaining, and then like have
Yeah.
Eddie turn on Chris by pinning him in his sleep.
Yes.
It's so stupid it works.
He's backstage taking a little nappy poo, and then he's just like wrecked.
Yeah. Alright, so the victor's Chris Jericho. And the match aims is it going to be like a wild brawl, a car crash, mayhem? Like what's going on here? Is it like what are they trying to achieve?
Well, with two of the people, I can see it being technical, but
Yeah. But then Rhino's there
I
and
would
he's not really
say
technical.
like car crash, I guess.
Alright. And it will be an open match, and they'll call it in the ring because they're good at that. And that should be good. Let's look at their hardcore skills. Rhino's hardcore is at 58, surprisingly. Eddie's is at 49. And Chris Jericho's the best hardcore worker out of all of them, apparently. You know, them thumb tack bumps from whatever that was, Extreme Rules. I don't even remember.
I already have the finish planned out in my head for this.
Alright, you can explain it when we get to it.
Because I want Rhino to be like rush at Chris Jericho with like a chair or something to do with barbed wire, maybe. I don't know.
Like a Sabu chair or whatever.
Yeah, like a Sabu chair that he got from like under the ring. Like he had to like crawl under the ring to get it.
Yeah, he was like gone for like 2 minutes while Eddie and like Chris Jericho like look around for him. And like he appears out of nowhere and decks Eddie and then runs at Chris Jericho.
Yeah, and then as he's running at Chris jumps up, code breakers him onto the Sabu chair. Like face first in the Sabu chair. But then again, Chris's knees hit it, but you know, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
And then he pins him for the title.
That's pretty dank.
Dude, imagine that. To see Rhino get a face full of
When you were
barbed wire.
saying like he's gonna code break him onto the chair, and I'm like, how the fuck is he gonna do that? What are you, fucking stupid? And then you're like, but his knees hit, and I'm like, alright. Yeah, no, but I was like, how is he not gonna get hit by that? Like he if he's code breaking him, he's like gonna hit it. Alright, so then after that match, what happens?
Yeah, but who's getting the worst? He's getting the worst of it. Chris's knees or Rhino's face.
Yes. So what happens after that?
We have Rhino turn into an actual rhino.
Alright, what else? After that. That's in the books. You will see it. It happens during commercial break.
Eddie gets up and he's just like, Eddie gets up, you know, he's bloody. They're all, both him and Chris are bloody. Rhino's like getting stretchered out. And we have Eddie and Chris like shake hands. You know, just like establishing that they're still friends.
Jericho and... Alright, and that's gonna run... how many minutes?
I would give that like a solid 20 minutes. 15 maybe.
15, alright. Reasonable enough.
No, not really. Like, I'd give it like 5 minutes.
5 minutos, alright. Right now.
Yeah, just give it a solid hour.
72 minutes.
The rest of the show. Just them shaking hands.
Jesus Christ. Chris Jericho. Entertainment.
The rest of the show, everyone's like, what the fuck is happening? And they're all just like, just keep shaking, buddy. Keep shaking. They walk away, their arms are still there.
Alright, what's next?
Um,
We have 47 more minutes, so...
do we need more matches?
No, we're good right now, so we could do an angle if you wanted to.
Okay, I want an angle
Alright,
with,
is it gonna be storyline related, or...
well, it's gonna establish something.
Alright, because I think we've done all of the angle, or all the storylines except for Raven
Lazy.
versus... We need to change his name to Raisin. Have, like, the blow-off match be a name change match, and
Yeah.
Raven loses and changes his name to Raisin. But anyway, that's
Yes.
like the Raven versus Quad H is the only storyline we haven't advanced.
Okay, so let's do that.
Alright,
Let's
so
have him backstage eating a package of raisins.
we should have him, like, make fun of Quad H, and then, like, he gets his ass just handed to him.
With a box of raisins.
Yeah, like at the end, like, Triple H just starts pouring raisins into the mouth of the unconscious Raisin.
And he slowly turns into a raisin.
Oh, God. Alright, so is that gonna be it? Raven makes fun of him, and then gets the shit just creamed.
Raven's like backstage, like he sees Quad H, he's like, "Oh, hey dude, nice loss out there today." And Quad's like, "What did you say?" And they just like, have a generic argument, and then Trips pulls out, like tears off his quad and hits Raisin with it. Yeah,
Alright.
I'll explain that.
How many minutes?
5.
5.
Well, it's not much that's gonna happen. It's just like a solid beat down, and then a quad tearing out, and then some raisins.
Alright, save that. So, 42 minutes. What's next?
Alright, and we're gonna match.
Ooh, alright. 1v1, 2v2. 1v1v1.
A solid 1v1.
Any steps?
Nope.
Alright. Alright.
Who's 2 other good workers?
We got Al Snow,
Oh, yes, head.
So it's gonna be Al Snow versus... It should be a heel since he's a face. Let's see, Dean Malenko.
Can we get head versus Moppy?
No. We can get Dean Malenko versus Al Snow, though.
That's a good match.
Or we also have no one else that's a heel that's also a good worker, except for like Edge and DDP. And Booker T, I guess.
Yeah, let's have Dean Malenko.
Alright. Classic technician.
I want to push over, I want to push Al Snow up, because I want him to get higher up.
Alright, how long
Head
is it
needs a
running?
championship. Give us a solid 10 minutes.
Alright. And Al Snow's going over?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and what's the match aim?
What would a match like that aim to do?
Steal the show.
Yeah.
Alright. Whoops, I didn't add Victor. Alright, Al Snow wins. Steal the show. Open match, call and ring. Cause good at that. Will it be by pinfall, flash pinfall, submission, or does it really matter?
Pin.
Pin? Alright. You just get the straight up pin.
Off the snowplow,
Yup. Alright, that's the end of that. Alright, we have 30 more minutes to book.
Gonna have an angle in the main event.
The Mangle in the... What?
The angle and then the main
Oh,
event.
they said angle as the main event. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you fucking stupid? Alright, so what's the angle gonna do? Is it gonna set up the main event?
Yes.
Ooh, alright.
it's gonna be my boy Kurt again.
Ooh, okay. Have you seen that
Okay.
Vine that it's like the like handicapped dude, and he's like ass. Ooh, what else? Titties. Ooh, what else? And then it's like the Windows like XP sound.
I have not seen that.
Oh my god, it's so funny. It's like on my iFunny account, which you probably like don't even like look at.
I don't have iPhone anymore, you
Yeah, I was
faggot.
like, you probably don't. Sure, faggot. All right, so it's gonna be Kurt, and who else?
He's a good worker. He could fight in the main event.
I think Kurt's the face in this. Let me look at the
Mm-hmm.
roster real quick. Kurt Angle, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? He is a heel, actually.
Oh, good, good, good,
Chris
good.
Benoit is a face, though.
Yes.
So that's gonna be the main event.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
They're gonna meet backstage, and Kurt just like offers him like a genuine challenge, like, how about we have the greatest, uh, you know, the greatest all-American wrestler in the biz versus the greatest fucking Canadian in the biz.
But Kurt Angle's a heel. That never.
I don't care.
Alright.
He's like a cocky heel, he's calling himself the best.
But then you shouldn't call Chris Benoit the best. You should be like, how about
He said the
you
best
get in the
Canadian.
ring with the greatest wrestler of all time. I might be able to show you a few things. Maybe you'll get a little bit better. You're garbage, but maybe you'll get better.
He's
Something
gotta
like
be
that.
like, he's just gotta be like, you could be the best, but you're a fucking Canadian.
How would you like to step in the ring with an American? You're a
The
filthy Canadian, but
all-American wrestler.
I'll give you a chance.
How would you like to step in the ring with an American Olympic gold medalist? And maybe, and then he's gotta make something, he's gotta say something about sorry. I don't know. Sorry.
I'm not
It's like,
sorry. Alright, how many minutes is this running?
it's gonna go like, I want a good banter between the two.
So maybe 8 minutes, and then like the
Yeah.
remaining 22 will be match.
Yes, because they could put on a fucking killer match.
Yeah, it'll be a technical masterclass. Alright, save that. So then match, should we, no, never mind. It'll be a 1v1.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Benoit.
Chris, but wait.
Chris Benoit. Kurt Angle.
Angle could just be like, I'm an all-American wrestler. I've never even heard of you. It's probably because you're fucking Canadian. They say you're the best in the biz. How about you get out there and prove it with the actual best, an Olympic gold medalist?
And Kurt
Let's
Angle's
go,
going
boy.
over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Gotta put him in an ankle lock
A technical
after the angle sign, of
masterclass.
course. You gotta hit that. You gotta hit that real. Gotta hit that real shit.
That real shit.
He's gonna get like. He's about to be German suplexed. He like reverses it into an angle slam and then ankle lock.
Oh my god, we need to have one match that's aimed at eye candy. So we gotta have like a Divas match on here.
Ugh.
Shit, dude. We need to.
Get rid of that Al Snow and Dean Malenko match then.
Oh no, dude. Alright. Remove
That's
segment.
the one that's like one of the only ones that didn't mean anything.
Yeah, true. Alright, and then we're gonna have the match be a 1v1, maybe Las Vegas Gamble match. It's a trademark match of the Babes of Sin City. Two women compete against each other. Before the match, they spin a wheel, which decides the selection of risque costumes they are required to wear for the match.
Cool, kill me.
We'll do that. It's pretty Attitude Era. And it's going to be between Let's see, it could be China, Ivory, Jacqueline, Lita, Molly Holly, Terry, and Trash Stratus. Trish Trashus. Trash
Trish
Stratus.
Stratus and Letus. Letus.
Trash Stratus and Liter.
Letus. Cletus.
How many more minutes do we need to book? We need 7. So this will run 7 minutes. Actually, wait, never mind, it can't run 7 minutes.
Why?
Because it's 10 minutes of non-wrestling time, so it'll like, hold on, if the match is 2 minutes long, that should work. Alright, I got it, never mind. It'll be a 2-minute match. We gotta squeeze it in here. Alright, it'll be an open match, call-in ring, it doesn't matter who wins. Because no one cares about the divas. And it barely works. Like, we're, like, on time. Oh, wait, never mind. I have, like, 5 more minutes. It can run 7 minutes in total.
Alright.
So it'll be 7 minutes. It'll give them some time. Hashtag Divas Revolution. It'll be...
Women's Revolution.
Should it be after the Humongous match / promo, or should it be after... Like, where should it be on the card?
After the Humongous match.
Alright. And after the promo, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, that's the card right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking pretty good. Alright, so you ready to run it?
I guess.
Alright. Should we do like an intro? The intro again?
No.
Alright, so we're gonna like include all of this booking?
Sure.
Ah, dude, it's gonna be like 2 hours long.
Good.
Alright. Alright, so the beginning of the show, in front of 24,276 people, we have a freestyle segment called where Steve Autism, you know, he's walking around backstage. He sees a room. It's got a star on it, gold star, and it says The Boulder on it. Steve Autism, he's like,
yo, that
guy.
star looks pretty dank. I'm gonna go in here and try to get his autograph.
Yeah.
And see if he'll autograph my bald, shiny head. And so, see, the Boulder's a bit weird. Instead of having security, he installed his own personal security system very close to his heart. And so, he, it's pretty close to him. You know, he knows it very well, considering it's after his namesake. Steve Autism walks inside, and as soon as he opens the door feels his handprints and not the Boulder's. So, a giant, house-sized boulder just crashes onto Steve Autism's head, leaving it completely flat, and Steve Autism entirely knocked unconscious, and now with autism, hence his name.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a foreshadow. Anyway, the announcing quality lifted the segment, you know. JR's like, oh, son of a bitch. That man had a family.
It's Steve Autism.
Steve Autism, Steve Autism, Steve Autism. You got the show off to a
The
strong
boulder
start.
just hit Steve Autism with a boulder.
That man had a family. Anyway,
that boulder had a family.
That got a 100 rating. That was a perfect segment,
Wow.
dude. Oh, so
Well, I
good.
mean, someone got autism. Of course, it's perfect.
Alright, and then we have a match between Humongous and the Brian Knobbs. In an extremely short match, Humongous defeats him in 1 minute and 21 seconds with a Mongo Bomb.
You know, from the beginning of the match, he just immediately picks up the little dude who just runs at him, and he just picks him up, power bombs him 37 times.
Exactly.
And on the last
37.
one, you hear the announcers and Humongous yell, here comes Mungo, and then he hits him with a sit-out spinning power bomb called the Mungo Bomb.
Shit's crazy, man. Anyway, a pretty vocal crowd didn't seem particularly thrilled with seeing Brian Knobbs wrestle, so I guess Michigan hates
He didn't
Brian
wrestle,
Knobbs.
he got
I mean, yeah, he really didn't wrestle. He just kind of ran and then just got murdered. Yeah,
sold.
yeah, he just sold an entire match. Anyway, in-ring performance for Humongous was 58 and 51 for Brian. They got a 48 or a 49 D plus. You know, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good.
Not terrible.
And then after that, you know, Mongus, he calls for a mic, you know, get me a fucking mic. And the timekeeper, you know, throws it like a beer can at Steve Autism, I guess now. And he catches
And
it, you know.
Humongous catches it upside down. And then
He
he's got to
starts talking
speak like
into the end
Mr.
of it.
Kennedy does.
No, he just starts
He
talking to
does
the end
speak
of
like
it. He's
Mr.
like,
Kennedy does.
is this thing on? And then he's like, oh, and turns it around.
And he turned it around, and
He has
he's
autism.
just like, wow, the guts shown by that kid, huh? Taking on a humongous man like me. And the crowd cringes. And then he's just like, well, kid, how would you feel about forming a tag team with Humongous? And then he drops the mic down to Mr. Knobs' level. And Knobs just coughs blood up onto the mic. And then Humongous pulls the mic back up and he's just like, I'll take that as a yes. And hereby marks the forming of the tag team Humongous Knobs. And then he picks him up and carries him to the back.
59C. And then after that, we get a little bit of a eye candy match, you know. It was
The accident.
the match that shouldn't have been the Las Vegas Gamble match between Trish Stratus and Lita. And in a poor match, Trish Stratus defeats Lita in 6 minutes and 33 seconds by pinfall with the Stratus faction. And I assume the costume they had to wear was something like overclothed nun, hopefully. You know, we don't want titties flying out, but
Something like an actual trash bag.
yeah, like the trash they are.
So they could be trash bag hoes.
Know your fucking place, trash. And you know,
Fucking degenerates.
you know, the announcing quality lifted the match, and it did its job and gave the crowd a breather, just what we needed after the perfect match between Humongous and Mr. Knobs.
Knob.
Was there any improvements? No, they both are still garbage. That got a 64C, better than expected. Pat Patterson, what are you doing here? Bad idea to have Trish Stratus calling it in the ring, and Lita, because they suck. Holy shit! This is a good good angle. Yeah, autism has autism, and they make an open challenge, and Kai and Ty come out.
And they're just like, we chubby your pee-pee and take your belt. And so they get in the ring, and ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, that's what happened. And Sho Funaki had problems due to the language barrier. You know, he's very Asian. Quad H and Steph have great chemistry. The announcing done by
Probably
Jim
'cause they
Ross
fuck.
was really weak, apparently, and Paul Heyman. The segment deserved better announcing. Got the crowd hotter. Sho Funaki did not look good. Taka looked lost. Autism came out looking excellent. You know, as good as you can look having autism. And so did Quad H. You know, and then the match happens. It was actually a decent match when Kai and Tai defeats the two-man power trip in 9 minutes and 39 seconds. You know?
Yeah, autism was distracted trying to deal with his autism, and Quad H was trying not to tear his quads, and so Michinoku comes up and just like, Michinoku driver, you faggot, after flicking Steve Autism in his autistic forehead.
He just drops him straight on it. Makes it even flatter.
It's just slowly becoming like, he's just slowly becoming a hammerhead shark.
But instead of like tearing his Quad H ends up fracturing his cheekbone. So that's pretty bad.
Oh.
So yeah, Steve Autism had an in-ring performance of 100. The autistic redneck did better in the ring than a Japanese legend in Sho Funaki, but no one ever said this game was realistic. Got an 80B.
No one ever said life is realistic, Jesus.
Gerald Briscoe informs me in what I already know. So then after the match, Sho Funaki and Taka Michinoku, they look surprised at each other. And then they
They just fucking book it.
yeah, they forget about chopping their
They dip.
BB. Yeah, they dip out there real nice. 55 C minus somehow. And then, we got Kurt Angle backstage. He's doing some squats.
Pumping iron while he's doing squats.
Yeah, totally. He's like, when he goes down and then he does a bench press somehow, like a vertical bench press. I don't know. And then Fat Hardy.
And then as he's coming back up, he does like, as he's coming back up, he does a pull up and then back to a squat and then a bench press.
What?
Yeah.
Alright, anyway. And then Matt Hardy, looking fat as ever. Looking fatter than he does now. He walks up behind him and he's just eating some Cheetos, some Flamin' Hot Cheetos. He's just munching on it. You can hear it from like a mile away. It's kind of annoying. He licks his fingers a couple times. And then I'm not sure what happens after that.
Basically, Kurt Angle's just like, hey man, I'm really hungry after that workout. Can I have some of those Cheetos? And Fat Hardy's just like, no, it's mine. And then Kurt Angle violently throws down his 3,000-pound weights and walks away. And then the rest of it's all 30 seconds is just Fat Hardy staring at the camera eating Cheetos.
Yes, and I got a 85 B+. Matt Hardy and Lita are an awkward pairing. They throw each other's timing off, apparently.
Yeah, because Lita was just standing in the background.
Yeah. She was crying, because Fat Hardy got real fat and she can't see his dick anymore. The usual stuff.
Yeah.
And then Matt Hardy, he's like, I got a match, and he starts booking it. But not really, because he's fat and he starts sweating. He's tired out before he even gets to the ring for his match against Jerry Lynn. In an extremely short match.
And so, in this match, it was supposed to, Fat Hardy was just like, I got this. You fucking jobber. And then, as he's about to finish him off, Fat Hardy hears a rustle in the crowd. And his Cheeto senses are tingling. He sees a bald man looking very much like Kurt Angle just without the metal open up a bag of Cheetos, and he just yells, "Drop those Cheetos right now!" And so the dude just throws the Cheetos out by the announce table, and Fat Hardy's getting out of the ring. And then Jerry Lynn hits him with whatever, and pins him.
Cross arm breaker submission. He doesn't pin him, you retard. He just nearly breaks his arm. He pins him in that.
Yeah, and then keeps him.
Anyway, that was a 68.
He submits him and pins him at the same time.
Yeah, the ref's confused. He doesn't know what to do. He's like, 1, do you want to give up? 2, are you sure? And then 3, and then Matt's like, yeah. So he's like, it's probably like Earl Hebner or something.
Ring the bell twice.
Ring the bell, I guess. Lillian Garcia is like, you're a winner by
Both.
Something. Sub-pin mission.
Your winner by
Knockout.
pin mission.
Anyway, after that match, you have a commercial break. And then when we come back, the match has already started for some reason. WWE sucks with this. We have a triple threat match. Rhino versus Eddie Guerrero versus Chris Jericho for the hardcore title. Yeah.
And, it's a good match, and you can see clearly that Eddie and Chris have their old, WCW Brotherhood thing going. And so they're sticking together, and they're doing everything in their power to not let Rhino win. And they're both, by the end of the match, all three men are just completely bloody, and it was hardcore as fuck. People are chanting "Holy shit!" There were fecal matter chants, and in the last, solid 3 minutes, Rhino ducks into the ring, and Eddie and Chris run around the ring trying to find him. And then right when Eddie's passing by one of the corners, Rhino pops up with a Sabu chair, a steel chair wrapped in barbed wire. He just smacks him right on the head, busts Eddie open even more, and Eddie just falls over onto the floor, probably unconscious from blood loss, but it's fine. And then he runs into the ring with Chris Jericho as he's about to clock him with the chair, and then Chris is just like, nothing. And he jumps up, code breakers the chair while grabbing, Rhino's head, so he basically code breakers Rhino into the chair while, cutting up his knees, but it's fine. And he pins him, 1, 2, 3, and then he's the new hardcore champion.
Mm-hmm. And you could tell in the match that Chris Jericho was, like, the best in-ring performer, and then Rhino was the weak link, because he can't really do much besides run around.
Because he's a Rhino.
Yeah. That got an 84 B+. Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, apparently there's a turn. What's going on here? Alright, never mind. They don't want to work hardcore matches, we've learned. Alright, and then, after the match, Rhino's pretty much dead. They get him on a stretcher. They start carting him out. But, Eddie Guerrero, he gets up on his own power, and he walks over to Chris and shakes his hand.
Gives him a nice handshake
Mm-hmm.
for 3 minutes straight.
Oh, yeah, they're just looking each other in the eye. They're having a nice little conversation. The crowds are kind of like, boring. What? But, showmanship.
The crowds are just like, mm-hmm.
It was one of 1,001 holds by Chris Jericho. They were excited about it.
Yeah, this was his 1,002nd hold. The handshake.
He debuted it. 77B. What do you keep telling me? There's a Turner gimmick waiting. Oh, we gotta turn Eddie Guerrero's gimmick to the cheeky monkey.
Oh, yeah.
And then after this, he climbs into the ring, gets out, and he's in a monkey suit now. And they got an initial rating of above average. Jesus Christ. Alright, and then after this...
he turns into fucking Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, the camera cuts backstage. We see Raven hanging out in some weird dark part of the arena. Because he's Raven and he probably cuts himself. We see Quad H, the loser. He starts walking back there. He's looking kind of sad for losing the title. But he's still got the Intercontinental title. And anyway, Raven's just like, can you not...
Nice lose out there, faggot.
Can you not come back to my dark area, you loser? And then he gets the shit beat out of him.
Yeah, for like 10 minutes.
11, even.
It's 70. The rest of the show.
I'd pay to see that. Quad H looked good.
He just fucking whooping him. He tears out his own quad, beats Raven to death with it.
Mm-hmm. 94A. Good angle. Good angle.
Then Quad grows back his quad.
Mm-hmm. And then next up, Kurt Angle's back on screen for some reason. And he sees Chris Benoit back there, and he's like, hey, what's up, bro?
And he's just like, he goes up there and he starts, talking his cocky trash. He's just like, it's obvious I'm the best wrestler here, but some people out in the crowd and backstage seem to think you're Canadian asses. So how about we get out in the ring and we prove who's the better man? Your gold medal, wait,
Oh no.
my gold medal versus your something gold standard turn into Shelton Benjamin.
Yup.
And then Chris Benoit's just like, okay.
Sure. Oh, how about that?
Hey.
Uh-huh. It was good. It was good. Next segment.
We got
Hold on.
the
Alright.
match.
Holy shit, this match was not as good as what I thought it was gonna be. Anyway, so, they have their match, Chris Benoit versus Kurt Angle. They're going hold for hold, wrestling. Kurt Angle's like trying to do more mat-based, coming from amateur wrestling. But Chris Benoit, he's not having that. He's trying to do Chris Benoit things, I guess. You know how
German suplexes.
Yeah, choking kids,
Crippler crossface.
Oh, yeah.
Suicide.
Mm-hmm. Bowflex. Anyway.
He's trying to find a Bowflex.
Yeah. Anyway, in 24 minutes and 59 seconds, Kurt Angle pulls out the dub with an ankle lock, But the crowd, they weren't feeling it, They just had a great show, They weren't feeling a match. They had only got a 68 C plus for the main event, but both men, they put their hearts into the match. Good match in my book. Kurt Angle's actually improving in technical skill somehow. And that's the end of the show.
Possible?
It got an overall 68 C plus. Apparently we used Taka Michinoku too much, and Sho Funaki. And we lost popularity in 28 out of 30 regions. GG.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the end of that. So...
Alright, so we'll see you on the next show where we probably end up killing our entire fan base.
And I kill myself.
Same.